Second point, in looking around the Middle East, the Chinese position has been very attractive for many countries, especially for Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, as well as Egypt, to the extent that their foreign ministries have been referencing the Chinese position as a position of neutrality, as a position of non-alignment, as a position of peacekeeping worldwide, and trying to follow suit. So in a way, this is the first time in a big international crisis where the Chinese position is being pushed forward by Middle Eastern diplomacies as a position to follow, as a position to aim for. I believe recent visits between Chinese and Arab Middle Eastern officials have indicated this to a great extent as well. And I might extend the reference here to countries which have traditionally kept very strong relations to China, Algeria, for example, in North Africa, Egypt traditionally with strong ties to China, increasingly evolving trade and military ties, and emerging military and strategic ties between the GCC countries, especially the UAE and Saudi Arabia and China. So for the first time in a big international crisis, the reference in the region is not to the US position, is not to the European position, but it's to a great extent to the Chinese position. And that includes Israel too, which for its own purposes, be it coordination with Russia in Syria, or the fact, the influence of the growing diplomatic ties between Russia and Israel. Israel as well has been shying away from following the American and European position and referencing the Chinese position as an ideal position in a world of conflicts, in a world of military escalation. That reference to neutrality, non-alignment, peacekeeping objectives have been key in the region.